Alright, so welcome back to another Crossfire day. We've got some parts in, and we're going to see if we can actually get this LS in here and have a snug little home for it. So, hopefully what we got will solve all our problems. If not, they'll just generate more problems to fix. But anyways, let's just get to it. Alright, so like I said before, usually in a vehicle like this that has a steering behind the crossmember, you'll do a front sump setup. It'll move the engine forward similar to what it is on stock, but since we want more center balance going on, we're going to stay with the rear sump and just get a different oil pan. Alright, so this is the oil pan we picked up. It's a simple little sheet metal steel design. It's pretty darn cheap. This thing being about 150 bucks. And you do get what you paid for some days. Like as you can see, this the holes for the oil are pretty jacked. So we'll have to fix them up. But instead of what most people think with some of these cheap parts is that you can get a high quality replacement for cheaper and you can just bolt on and go. I always look at things like this as I just saved myself a whole bunch of days worth of fabrication to get to a crappier version. So even though this isn't perfect out of the box, it will work for what we're doing. And we can make some modifications to it and not have to worry about damaging a $500 oil pan. So let's go take off the current oil pan and just bolt this thing up so we can try it in the car. Alright, so from the front of the pan, we're measuring a little bit over a foot. And this guy here is about the same, but we've got a flat bottom, so that'll actually drop this motor quite a bit down, quite a bit better. Whoops, we just made a mess. Alright, well I got a mess to clean up here and I'll be back. Alright, I believe this is installation number 3. Alright, so I'm not super satisfied with how anything really fits in here. This one's probably about the closest that we can come. I mean, that's not a horrible spot. But I think I may have to face the fact that I may have to build my own header. So maybe I can go like a log manifold, or I got some pipe. Alright, so maybe just like a log manifold. I don't know. Well, that bad boy actually looks like it belongs in there. And I think I like the idea of having log tube. This way I can technically drop it down a little bit, get more room so it can turn up. Turbo can sit up here. Yeah, that'll be nice. This one will have to be a little bit higher. That will work for me. Alright, so I roughly threw the bell housing on, and we are coming into contact a little bit on this tunnel piece, but I think I'm going to still cut out this first part of this transmission tunnel here, mainly because I want to kind of cheat if I have to remove the engine and be able to reach pretty much all the bolts after removing a removable tunnel. So that's kind of my thought process. So I think I'll come right down below this body ridge and chop this whole tunnel out back to here. And then I will probably need to slice all the way up here to make this a bigger opening, because the other transmission stick is probably going to come up here, and I'm going to have to do probably some sort of mechanical linkage between there and back where I can actually reach. So just out of ease there, I'll just notch that thing bigger and then make a probably something, maybe an aluminum plate or a carbon fiber plate or something that'll bolt over top and seal it up. But that's the thought process. I will grab the grinder and I will start cutting. Alright, so we got some breathing room in here now. Plenty of room, shouldn't have a problem with the transmission fitting in there. But all that grinding and this wonderful seam sealer doesn't go together, so it is super smoky in here, and I got to get out of here for a little bit. That's not good for your lungs. So alright, so essentially this room isn't getting very clear from that smoke, so I'm gonna have to call it a day. And we did get quite a bit done. Got the new oil pan on there, and we actually got the bell housing in there and clearance the transmission tunnel. So next time we'll be able to start putting in the actual transmission itself and start worrying about engine mounts and transmission mount. And yeah, that'll be next time. Then after that, probably some exhaust. But that's gonna do it for today. Thanks for stopping by and watching, and I will see you guys later.